What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video I'm going to be using the final card that I haven't made a video on yet that got buffed in the recent balance changes, the Executioner. So I would be lying to you guys if I said the Executioner is OP now. Obviously it is not. It is just going to be a little bit better. So those of you who are already using the Executioner, you know, are going to be really happy about this small buff it got, because I mean, let's be honest, he's been weak for a really long time, and I still think he's going to be, you know, definitely on the weaker end even after the buff he received. I mean, he's going to survive a little bit more often in some situations, maybe get an extra axe throw, which could be some extra damage, but I think overall, he's not going to be like OP or anything like that, but this is the best deck that I think he works well in. I mean, Viper, you guys might know him. He's finished #1 in the world with this deck. He's insane with it. I mean, you pretty much have to play this deck to perfection to win certain matchups. And those of you who want to see under-leveled ladder videos, here you go. You can see Ice Spirit level 13 because I actually just upgraded the Executioner and the Goblins. I got some gold. I got a magic coin from the past Rael. So, yeah. Guess I can finally do another ladder video with those of you who are tired of seeing the GCs. Here you go. So before you head in the first game, if you guys want to support me, use my credit code BOSS in any Supercell game. Really do appreciate all the support from you guys. It does mean a lot. But here we go. So at 67.96, I did play a little bit since season reset, but not too much because the season just started. Top, 1900 right now, so not too bad. We'll still get good opponents, and I'll see you guys when I find the first match. All right, guys, here we go in our first match here against Bruce. So we'll go ahead and give him the good luck. And with this Hog deck, you actually don't need to go, for the first play. It's kind of different than a Hog deck you'd expect, maybe 2.6 or Hog EQ, because you have a more expensive deck, and when you don't even have Goblins or Log and you're starting him, there's really no point in making the first play. But I guess now we'll just go Hog to, just counter that Electro Spirit, and he's got the Tesla, so maybe he's using Expo, or maybe he's using Hog EQ that I was just talking about. Expo is kind of a difficult matchup for this deck, but you definitely can win it by playing good defense and going for rockets on the Expos, and yeah, it looks like it is Expo. So the way you have to play this is... Okay, well, I don't know if that was a good Expo, actually. I might try to defend this without going for a rocket, just because I already played my Executioner, and I don't think he's going to be able... Yeah, I think that Expo won't lock on. Yeah, we're fine. I knew I could defend it because in single Elixir, it's a lot harder for the Expo player to support their Expo. I mean, and overcommit a ton because the Expo is 6, right? In the single, you don't regenerate Elixir as fast, so you don't have to worry as much about rocketing the Expo every time. But then when you get in double Elixir, it's really important to make sure you do that. And in single, the first Expo, you probably don't want to rocket it, so that way for the second Expo, you have it in hand, because the Expo player cycle is going to be a lot faster than yours, obviously. So now he's going to go for the Expo again. I'm just going to rocket it, and I'll take a little bit of chip damage. I think it's fine, because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're eventually going to have to take a little bit of damage from an Expo, and then once we get in double, it'll be easier to always have something down for it, whether it's, like a Valkyrie or Goblins, just to tank for a little bit of the damage. But I guess we'll just send in a Hog here, and... yeah, I mean, this is going to be a little hard. I don't know. It's the main reason why this is going to be hard is just because it's never really going to be possible for me to get a Hog to the tower unless he makes a mistake. Okay, well, that was a pretty big mistake, right as I say that. That's actually kind of funny. Right on time, right? So, I don't know if it's going to make a difference, though, sadly. We'll have to see. Log gonna roll in. I guess maybe I'll just go for a Tornado just to kill everything. And do we get... oh, nice! We do get that Executioner to the tower. Okay, that is really good. And also, I think he kind of just misplayed the Expo there. He played it too high up. So, another mistake. And, yeah, this is what I was talking about. The Expo player makes mistakes. Yeah, you can win. And also, if you do some, like, crazy predictions and stuff. Good Tornado there, gonna take out the Skeletons and deal some damage to the tower and the Archers. And now, just like that, we're actually looking really good here. Curious if he goes in for an Expo. I don't know if he's going to. It looks like he's just going to, I don't know, I guess just reset. Okay, he's going to go for it in the opposite lane. So I think if he doesn't predict it, it might be better to go for an Executioner. And yeah, he didn't. I think he thought that I was going to rocket it, so he did the smart thing of just not playing anything, so I didn't get value off of it. But that was actually good for me, because now I don't have to rocket it. I get to save it for his next Expo, and yeah, we're kind of chilling now. So he's probably going to Expo again, if I had to guess, because, yeah, he knows that, I I don't know. I spent a lot of elixir to defend his last one, but there you go. Easy 6 elixir there, even trade to take out that Expo, and he still has to commit some elixir for the Valkyrie, so it is fine. Log rolling through there, and it does suck having level 13 Ice Spirit, but, you know, under-level players go through the struggle all the time, so can't complain too much. Go Valkyrie here, go for a Rocket on the Archer and the Expo. Maybe I didn't need it that time around. Maybe I could have just gotten away with going for like an Executioner or a Hog, but it's better to be safe than sorry, especially when you already have the lead. I mean, why not, right? So I'm curious if he switches lanes. I don't think he should go same lane that I'm going in, because I just don't think it would be smart, because then I can just continue to deal damage. Okay, he's still going in the same lane. I don't think he should be doing that, as I already said. So I'm definitely this time around going to defend it without rocketing it. I can actually line it up here, and as you can see, it's going to hit the Knight and the Expo. Really, really nice there for me. I'm just going to rocket because he just wasted a ton of elixir, so even if he goes in for an Expo, I'm extremely confident I'm going to be able to defend this. Plus, there's only 25 seconds to go anyway, so even if he did manage to get himself a lock, we're probably in the clear. So I'm just going to go for a Tornado here. I'm going to go for Goblins, and uh-oh, he does get a lock. Did I speak too soon? No, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, we got a little lucky. To be fair, though, we definitely did deserve that win because he made, you know, a couple of mistakes early on, and we did a good job defending his Expos, and yeah, you end up getting the win there. I guess, not too bad as long as you have a good start, but if you're playing from behind, it's not good because then you got to get desperate, you know, with cycling rockets, and that's never good because sooner or later they're going to get an Expo lock in. Ooh, look at that, we get a gold crate, which is good because I'm completely out of gold, but yeah, let's get into the second game. Okay, guys, here we go in our next match here. So we do have a better starting hand this time. I can actually cycle a log, but we'll wait a couple seconds, see if he wants to do anything. We'll see. Okay, he's not, so we'll go and log. And he's going to go Royal Hogs. So we have Valkyrie and NATO, which I guess are decent counters to it. He's always going to get damage, though, no matter what, unless I decide to rocket them. And rocketing Royal Hogs isn't really the best trade because it's a negative trade, but, you know, you have to do it sometimes, especially if they don't have an Archer Queen with the Royal Hogs. It's definitely fine to do that, but you can, of course, go Valkyrie to take some damage and then get a counter push, which in some situations can be better. So Prince is just going to get frozen there, and he's going to have Mega Knight. So I'm going to immediately go Hog in the other lane because he's kind of low on elixir, so maybe he doesn't have a good... Okay, he's got Zappies. I mean, that's not a bad counter, but I'm pretty sure the Hog will still get 2 hits. And the Valkyrie will be a pretty good counter to the Mega Knight, I would say. We'll just go ahead and Valkyrie here. He's going to go for the Flying Machine, so we got to watch out a bit. I think I'm going to go Goblins just to help take out the Mega Knight, and then probably go for an Ice Spirit on top of the Flying Machine, and we should be fine. If we take a little bit of damage, it's okay because he dealt more damage in the right lane. And if he goes for Royal Hogs, I'm probably going to rocket them if he plays them all in one lane, just because I don't have my Valkyrie in rotation, so I probably need to do it. Actually, I can Hog and then cycle to a Valkyrie because he doesn't have his Mega Knight back in cycle, so I figured it was a good time to go in for it because we're guaranteed at least a hit. There we go. And then we'll just go Goblins here to prevent the Valkyrie from getting taken out right away. The Valkyrie will actually counter push, I think, because the Prince is not going to deal too much damage to it. I mean, the Valkyrie has so much health. It's crazy. So yeah, Mother Witch. Mother Witch is a lot worse now. I don't think it's actually that good anymore. I'm pretty sure a log is going to take that out. There you go. That's the biggest difference. I mean, just you can see so many interactions are just so different now with the Mother Witch just after the health nerf. I mean, it was a big health nerf. It was no joke, let me tell you guys. It was like 20% or something like that. That is kind of massive. So here I'm going to go for a rocket and then a tornado to pull the Flying Machine into the, you know, radius of the rocket, and he ended up going for a lightning on the Executioner, so that was definitely not an overcommitment at all. We almost got a throw on the tower. Kind of unfortunate we didn't, but I didn't expect to. I wasn't expecting to, so don't feel as bad that I didn't now. I'm going to go Ice Spirit just to freeze everything, and I think wait for that Mega Knight to lock on the Valk, and then go for Goblins. Kind of a bad arrows, I would say, by him, and because he was just so aggressive, I'm going to go in with a push because, okay, that was a bad lightning, so now I don't think he has enough to defend this Hog Rider. Yeah, this guy definitely screwed up there with that lightning. But hey, that made things easier for us. That's why you know, don't want to overcommit, and he definitely did overcommit at the wrong time there, but we're able to get the win. I mean, probably not the most difficult matchup. My Valkyrie, Executioner all got pretty good value that game. The Flying Machine, though, was obnoxious. I will not deny that, but, mean, overall, probably not the worst, and he didn't play perfect either, so that helped a bit as well. So we make it to 68, 32. We'll go ahead and claim our legendary card, which is nice, and we get to almost the top 1400, so not bad. Okay, guys, here we go in our next game here. So this guy's just going to start off with a laugh and then an angry face, so huge turn of events pretty quickly, I'd say. Don't know how you go from laughing to angry that fast, but don't know. It's mood swings for you, I guess. So I'm not going to do anything with this hand. It is not a good starting hand. I mean, you can't really safely cycle a Valkyrie or an Executioner. I mean, or a NATO, obviously. That's Rocket, though, because that's going to force response to the Valkyrie, and, you know, I get tower damage. It's a 6-for-5 trade, a ton of damage, and he still has to defend the Valkyrie. Definitely worth it, I would say. He probably has a, you know, balloon deck, or it's Golem. That would be my best guess, because I don't think it would be Graveyard, because E-Drag, it's so easy to activate the King Tower off of it, so it wouldn't make sense. So I'm going with it probably being a Golem deck when I see the Tombstone. I mean, what? Wait. RG? Interesting. And that was an odd RG placement. So I'm going to go Hog here, because that was insanely aggressive, and that was maybe not the best bar barrel, because now I can go for goblins. Okay, so he tornadoes that, but does he, yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying, that wasn't the best bar barrel, because the goblins, and, see, that's where this deck really, you have to make sure to take advantage of keeping track of cycle, because you have to almost read the mind of your opponent, or, like, do predictions, or basically not make mistakes in order to succeed with this deck, because, I mean, it's hard to play. I mean, that's what Viper does. And basically, we just completely took advantage of his cycle. I mean, we knew he went for the bar barrel, so the goblins, you know, he had nothing for them. And yeah, sadly for him, he lost, you know, like 2/3 of his tower because of goblins and an over-aggressive RG. And once again, another really aggressive RG. So we're just going to NATO that back. Doesn't even hit the Valkyrie. Do I even need to log that? Yeah, I think it would have gotten a shot. So we're just going to go in for a Hog here. And that'll pull back the bar barrel. He might even have to... Okay, let's just rocket that, because in double elixir, really, anything your opponent gives you, you should rocket, because your defense is pretty strong. I mean, it does depend on what their win condition is, but when it's something like an RG, you know, you got the... Especially after the RG nerf, which is one of the reasons why RG isn't as good right now. I mean, after the RG nerf, it's just so much easier to prevent it from getting any shots, because it has, you know, 0.2 seconds where it doesn't shoot immediately. That was the nerf it got, and that might not seem like a lot, but 0.2 seconds in this game changes a lot of things. I mean, interactions, even the smallest things, can just, or this, you know, stats of a card just change a lot. I mean, even if it seems small and insignificant, and I mean, RG would have probably gotten two more shots that game if it weren't for that nerf it got, so that kind of showcases you right there. So gonna get to 68, 65, almost to the top 1,000. So yeah, let's head to the next game and see if we can continue this nice little win streak here. Alright guys, here we go in a game here against Rockets. So, let's see, we do have Goblins. Goblins at the bridge is not a bad starting play, but again, I'm just gonna wait a couple seconds. No need to rush things. He's gonna go for a Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon, I'm not gonna rocket. That's a little different than an E-Drag. I don't think you should rocket that first play. It's a tad risky, I would say. Okay, those... And we might have just lost. Partially my fault, partially bad luck. I mean, Graveyard first play. I mean, really, like, that's really unfortunate. And it's a pretty horrible matchup, I would say, too. So, yeah, that's really unlucky. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, even if I didn't misplay the Goblins, we probably would have been screwed over. But yeah, we pretty much lost this already. I don't even know if I want to show this game. It's probably pretty boring. Like, I mean, it's over. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm, like, not confident we're going to win. It's pretty much over. I mean, unless he really messes up. I mean, with it being a bad matchup and just the, you know, god-awful start we had, it's going to be a struggle. But that was just bad luck at the end of the day. I mean, I don't know why he went Baby Dragon Graveyard, like, literally first play of the game. It's not something you typically see, but, you know, honestly, it's unfortunate. We'll try our best to bounce back, though, but It's going to probably require him to make some mistakes. You know, maybe missing tornadoes on a hog or something like that. Or using the tornado on offense. But I don't know. I mean, he's still got the tombstone. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I still think we're for sure going to lose, but you never know. Maybe go for a tornado to pull that ice wizard into the other lane. And, wait. Are you kidding me? Yeah, maybe that was the problem with using... Wait, okay, if I win this... Okay, he messed up, though, to be fair. I don't know why he didn't drop a tombstone. I don't know what he was doing. So, in a way, he kind of made a mistake, but I'm kind of surprised. I got the rocket ready if he got... No way! He's gonna give me it? Wow. Okay, this guy's making mistakes left and right. He cannot be doing that, giving me rocket value and double. Okay, I'm gonna go for a, alright. He went fireball, so big overcommitment there on defense again. And if he goes graveyard, I got my goblins in hand. So I actually think we won this. I think we won this. And guess what? That's why we got the tornado. Boop. Right back in there. Right back in that rocket radius. So sorry, baby dragon. And we're actually going to win this game. I think. I mean, I spoke too soon about thinking I was going to lose this. Let's not speak too soon about winning it. Let's go. We actually won the game. I mean, he made some mistakes. I made a huge mistake at the beginning, but with those goblins mistiming it. But to be fair, I didn't know you have a graveyard. But then that one hog push got so much damage, and we came back just like that. And I don't think that's easy. I mean, it's definitely not that bad because of having the goblins and the Valkyrie. It helps a lot, but he gave me way too much rocket value, and if he didn't do that, I don't think we would have been able to come back. So, there we go. Top 1,000 now. Okay, Hog, Valkyrie, Log. I could start with an Ice Spirit. I could start with a Log, but again, we'll just... Alright, so he's going to go Golem. I'm going to Hog in the opposite lane because I don't even have my Executioner in cycle. He's going to... Alright, well, yeah, not the best start. I mean, we can still probably defend this. At least I hope I can. I don't see my tornado, so that's another problem, but... well, we'll see. Let's just rocket this, I guess, and go from there. Golem first play, I don't like that. I mean, I can't say I haven't Golem first play myself, but... Oh, no. Golem first play... you know, I will say, though, the main reason I'm mad is this isn't a deck you're supposed to Golem first play with. And I know right now I'm sounding like the police or whatever, or, you know, like, I'm allowed to make the decisions. But really, when you're not using Golem with Night Witch, or you don't have your Night Witch in cycle, you're really not supposed to Golem first play. Like, that's Golem 101. But I guess this guy is just... as you would say, a certified savage, and he just does not care. But let me tell you, you're not supposed to Golem in the back first play with this type of Golem deck. But sometimes it works. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes it works. And hey, there's the Executioner. That's what we like to see. I don't respect him much more for using that, but I mean, I'm still not over that Golem first play. Let me tell you, I'm still mad about that. But I mean, hey, at least he's giving the Executioner some love after the buff. I mean, alright. But, man, that does not justify the Golem first play. You don't have a Night Witch. It's not the play. Okay, so I guess Log will just take that out. But I don't know. I don't know if I can defend this. It's... go Log here. And then I'm going to have to Tornado the Golem back so the death damage doesn't go on my tower, but okay, Golem's all the way in the back. That is really interesting. I don't think okay, another Executioner here coming in. Oh my gosh, it's going completely... shred the cannon cart, but nah. Sadly, that is game, I think, because, yeah, if you didn't Golem first play, Golem first play. Alright, we're not ending after that. I'll play one more. So you guys want to find the last game? Yeah, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, Golem first play, and I didn't have my Executioner in cycle, you know? Like, and then, of course, he had the Tornado in hand for the Hog, just to make matters worse. It's kind of close to coming back. I had a little bit of a chance, but to be fair, the defenses could have been a little bit better, but, you know, at the end of the day, he Golem first play, so he deserved the win, obviously. We'll just Hog, go from there. I don't really want to wait. I know I said you're not really supposed to, like, Hog first play, but, you know, I don't really want to wait. Let's just do it. And I'm going to activate the King Tower. Probably no hits from the Lumberjack. Yeah, pretty easy to do. You know, same with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Just, you have to make sure you get the placement and the timing right. Only takes a little bit of practice. So, we'll go Goblins here, and he's going to go Bar Barrel. So, we'll just log. Maybe he's got a Loon Cycle deck, because we see the Princess, we see the Lumberjack, we see the Snowball, which pairs really well with Loon, so I'm leaning towards Loon Cycle, which shouldn't be that bad of a matchup. And I don't even need to Rocket that, because the Ice Spirit will freeze it. We also got the... It got a shot, are you kidding me? You know why? It's because his Ice Spirit connected to my... yeah, I'm kind of mad, though, not going to lie, because... it shouldn't have gotten a shot, and I could have prevented it. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. But that's why the balloon is OP. Like, just gets hit when you don't expect it to. That is really upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. That's annoying. I'm just gonna rocket that. If he goes Princess at the bridge, I can log it. We can still win. It's alright. I mean, we got log for the Princess. Rocket's good against the balloon. We got the Tornado. We got the King activated. We're fine. But we cannot allow him to get another balloon connection if we can avoid it. Okay, that's fine because that's a 2-for-3 trade. Yeah, he's going to get more damage than I get, but we do get one more elixir off of that. So I'll take it. That's not a bad exchange. And now we'll try to make sure he doesn't get any more princesses at the bridge. We could, of course, predict it. You know, we can do multiple things to try to avoid it. I'm not going to rocket that because I need to save it for the balloon. And we can just go Goblins here to save the Executioner. We can go log on top of the Princess. And then I'm going to go ahead and send in a Hog here because we got the Executioner supporting. Good push coming in. He's going to go Snowball. And he's going to go for Bats. It's going to not fully counter the Hog. Hog gets one hit. I'm just going to go Ice Spirit to pull that over there. Even though the Ice Spirit doesn't click, it's still fine because at least it prevented the Executioner from getting completely taken out. We're going to go for a log here to take out the Princess, and then we're going to go for a Hog Rider here. Hog Rider is going to distract the Bar Barrel for a second. Executioner stays alive. Maybe that health buff coming in a little clutch here because it's actually going to splash on top of the tower. Bar Barrel doesn't take it out too. It gets another shot on top of the tower, and actually, that's proof right there. It does change some things because before the buff, that would not have happened. So I'm going to rocket this. I don't want to take any chances. I don't know if a Tornado would have been enough. It probably would have been, but at this point in the game, I cannot allow him to get a balloon shot on top of my tower, and there's nothing else I want to rocket in this matchup anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So maybe there's a chance Executioner will be able to... Yeah, he messed up the Ice Spirit there, so kind of a mistake coming out from him. We're going to go for our own Ice Spirit, and then we're going to go for a Rocket. Going to be able to hit the Lumberjack and the Balloon. Really solid defense. Does he get death damage? No, he does not. So clean defense over there. We're just going to go for a log again to take out the Princess. And yeah, we seem to be chilling here. Executioner is not going to reach the tower, unfortunately. It was super, super close. We're going to go Executioner here again. He's going to go for the Balloon. And yeah, I'm going to just go for Rocket on it because I don't know if the NATO would have been enough. I don't know. I don't want to take chances, and the Snowball is really OP too. So we're maintaining a lead. I mean, basically, we're just doing the same thing over and over again. Like, he's trying to outcycle my Rocket. He's kind of failing, and yeah, I mean, basically the same thing just continues to happen over and over again. But I cannot afford a Rocket, so we are going to have to Tornado, and I think it's going to prevent it, and yeah. I should have just done that before. I should have been confident it wasn't going to get it. And he doesn't even get death damage. That's insane. Does the Hog get a shot, though? It is going to get that connection that is super good. So now, at this point, we pretty much just need, I would say, you know, either one more Hog hit, or we could even try to cycle Rockets, but he's going to try to prevent me from doing that, you know, and he's going to try to get me to use it on the Balloon. That's obvious, but maybe I could just Tornado again. That Ice Spirit isn't going to connect, so we're fine. It all comes back to that Ice Spirit at the beginning. That's the only reason why he got that Balloon connection, because the Ice Spirit froze everything, and that is kind of a bad Balloon because the Lumberjack wasn't even there, so it's just super easy to defend, but that was kind of desperation because I think he knew the Lumberloon push wasn't working, so he's trying to try something different. You know, you always got to switch up the flow, because if it's not working, try to do something different. He tried it, did not work as expected. and we're going to walk away with a pretty easy win here. I mean, obviously, very favorable matchup for us. I mean, I technically messed up at the beginning. I could have prevented that balloon hit, but I was too confident in my executioner's ability, and yeah, do end on a nice win. And that was an unfortunate last loss, the game before Golem first play. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. We will make it finish top, 1,000, or on ladder, like not finish because the season's not over, but we end the video in the top 1,000 in the global tournament, as you guys can see, started. So next video, you guys can expect a, deck on the global tournament that I think is good. I'll try to get it out, as soon as I can, maybe try to upload a bit earlier, so it's at the very start of the global tournament. And then after that, I'll do an RG video, because a lot of you guys have been asking me to do an RG video, and I haven't in a while. I'll try to see which one is best in the meta. But yeah, that's going to be for the video. Make sure to like it if you guys did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already. And thanks again until next time, guys.